Hello guys! Welcome to Law Diaries Lex Comentarios. So for today's video, we are going to talk about Article 39 of the RPC. Article 39 guys talks about subsidiary penalty. So I highly recommend that you watch first my previous video about Article 38 which talks about pecuniary liabilities before watching this video.
Para maintindihan nyo ang provision na ito ng bonggang-bongga.
So, basahin muna natin yung provision na ito, guys. Article 39, Subsidiary Penalty. If the convict has no property with which to meet the fine mentioned in paragraph 3 of the next preceding article, he shall be subject to a subsidiary personal liability at the rate of 1 day for each amount equivalent to the highest minimum wage rate prevailing in the Philippines at the time of the rendition of judgment of conviction by the trial court subject to the following rules. Number 1. If the principal penalty imposed be prison, correctional, or arresto and fine, he shall remain under confinement until his fine referred in the preceding paragraph is satisfied. But his subsidiary imprisonment shall not exceed 1/3 of the term of the sentence, and in no case shall it continue for more than 1 year, and no fraction or part of a day shall be counted against the prisoner. Number 2. When the principal penalty imposed be only a fine, the subsidiary imprisonment shall not exceed 6 months. If the culprit shall have been prosecuted for a grave or less grave felony and shall not exceed 15 days if for a light felony. Number 3. When the principal penalty imposed is higher than prison correctional, no subsidiary imprisonment shall be imposed upon the culprit. Number 4. If the principal penalty imposed is not to be executed by confinement in a penal institution but such penalty is of fixed duration, the convict during the period of time established in the preceding rules shall continue to suffer the same deprivations as those of which the principal penalty consists. Number 5. The subsidiary personal liability which the convict may have suffered by reason of his insolvency shall not relieve him from the fine in case his financial circumstances should improve as amended by RA numbers 101, 59, and 5465. So what is a subsidiary penalty? Ano ba itong subsidiary penalty na to, guys? So it is a subsidiary personal liability to be suffered by the convict who has no property with which to meet the fine at the rate of 1 day for each amount equivalent to the highest minimum wage rate prevailing in the Philippines at the time of the rendition of judgment of convict by the trial court subject to the rules provided in Article 39. So, itong subsidiary penalty, guys, it would only be applicable when the convict is unable to pay the fine. One of the pecuniary obligations mentioned in Article 38 of this code.
So guys, please again watch my Article 38 para makarelate kayo dito. Kasi yung subsidiary penalty guys is applicable only kapag hindi niya nabayaran or hindi capable yung offender na magbayad ng kanyang fine. Fine is one of the pecuniary liabilities. Fine lang yun guys, sa fine yung tinutukoy dito. So kapag hindi siya capable of paying the reparation of damage cost, yung indemnification of consequential damage, at yung cost of proceedings, walang subsidiary penalty doon guys, kasi fines lang yung tinutukoy dito. So yung rest, yung 1, 2, and 4 na pecuniary liabilities mentioned in Article 38, hindi yung kasali guys. Again, let us focus here sa fines lang. So kapag hindi capable yung convict or yung offender na magbayad ng fine, dito lang papasok si subsidiary penalty.
So the reason why there is no subsidiary penalty if the convict is unable to answer for the reparation of the damage caused, indemnification of consequential damage, and the cost is because these obligations are civil in nature, a debt, and imposing a penalty for non-payment of debt will be unconstitutional since it is expressly guaranteed under 1987 Constitution that no person shall be imprisoned for non-payment of debt. Fine, however, is a penalty as provided for under Article 25 such that in lieu thereof, when the convict is insolvent, the state may impose another penalty, which is under Article 39 subsidiary imprisonment.
So ito yun guys, yung reason kaya hindi siya applicable sa rest of the pecuniary liabilities.
Unlike accessory penalties, the imposition of subsidiary penalty is not presumed. The imposition of subsidiary penalty in case of non-payment of fine should be expressly provided for in the decision convicting the accused, otherwise its imposition will be illegal. So, yung imposition ng subsidiary penalty guys, hindi siya maaaring presume. So, meaning, yung subsidiary penalty guys, hindi siya accessories. Hindi kagaya ng accessories na pwede siyang i-presume kapag may nag-render yung judge ng isang penalty. So, merong kaakibat na mga accessory penalties na even though hindi na siya specifically or expressly na sinama sa judgment ng court, is masasali yun. But itong subsidiary penalties guys, hindi siya magiging presume. Masasali lang siya guys kapag expressly na nag-render ng court ng decision na okay, itong taong ito, itong offender na to, he will suffer subsidiary broad carrots. Yun, kapag nag-render talaga yung judge ng subsidiary like penalty sa isang offender. So again, kapag hindi nag-render expressly yung judge guys, yung imposition ng penalty would be illegal. Rate of subsidiary imprisonment per day increased to the highest minimum wage rate in the NCR at the time of rendition of the judgment of conviction by the trial court. This one guys, kasi before ito na-amend, 8 pesos yung equivalent ng subsidiary penalty. So kapag isang tao guys is nakulong siya for 1 day, that would be equal to 8 pesos. So for example, yung fines niya is 200 pesos. Yung i-divide mo yun sa 8 pesos guys, at yung answer nun, yun yung days na i-render ng isang offender sa kulungan. But today guys, na-amend na siya at yung equivalent niya would be the highest minimum wage of the Philippines, which is 481, which is dito sa National Capital Region. So, ito yung highest minimum wage guys sa NCR, which is 481. So, yung 1 day imprisonment mo guys would be equivalent to 481 pesos. So by the way guys, again, di ba, itong Article 39 guys, which is subsidiary penalty, applicable lang siya sa mga tao na hindi capable of paying the fine. So kapag yung isang tao guys is capable siya na magbayad ng fine, hindi niya pwedeng piliin na, ay, makulong na lang ako kaysa magbayad ako. Ayaw ko magbayad, kuripot ako dahil. So pwede bang ma-imprison na lang ako, sir, kasi may libreng pakain sa jail at merong guard pa na nagbabantay habang natutulog. So, hindi pwede yun, guys. Hindi pwede. Hindi pwede na piliin na lang niya yun na makulong instead na magbayad ng fine. Kung capable naman siya, guys, na magbayad ng fine. So, dapat bayaran talaga kapag capable. Because there is no rule for transmutation of the amount of a fine into a term of imprisonment. This is cited in the case of People versus Dakoy-Boy. Now, let's go to the rules as to subsidiary imprisonment.
Pumunta naman tayo dun sa paragraph na sinite under Article 39 guys. Diba may 5 doon? So isa-isa natin yun.
So, rule number 1, if the penalty imposed is prison, correctional, or arresto and fine, subsidiary imprisonment shall not exceed 1/3 of the term of the sentence and shall not continue for more than 1 year. Fraction or part of a day is not counted. So, sa rule number 1, guys, kapag prison, correctional, yung penalty na na-impose sa offender, which is 6 months and 1 day to 6 years, ito yung prison correctional, di ba? If yung na-render na penalty, guys, is prison correctional or arresto, yung arresto naman, guys, is 1 month and 1 day to 6 months, dapat yung subsidiary penalties, guys, hindi siya lalampas sa 1/3 ng term ng sentence. So, let's have an example sa ating rule number 1. So, itong rule number 1, guys, applicable only when the penalty imposed is in prison not exceeding 6 years. So, dito sa paragraph 1, guys, rule number 1, applicable lang ito, guys, kapag yung penalty, guys, hindi siya nag-exceed ng 6 years. Ito yung sa paragraph 1, sa Article 39. So, let's have an example for that. A is convicted of falsification by private individual, which is under Article 172, and sentenced to 4 years, 9 months, and 10 days of prison correctional as the maximum term of the indeterminate penalty. And pay a fine of 4,000. So, ayan, may pa-blackboard si Manenay. So, ito yung example natin, guys. So, si A, guys, is convicted siya. Tapos, yung penalty niya, guys, is 4 years, 9 months, and 10 days. Tapos, yung fine niya, guys, is 4,000 pesos.
So, let's compute this, guys, kung ilang days ba yung marirender na penalty ni X.
So, based sa ating example, guys, na si A, guys, is may penalty siya na 4 years, 9 months, and 10 days. So, i-convert natin yung 4 years. So, in 1 year, guys, we have 365 days, diba? So, yung 365 days, it-multiply natin siya sa 4. Itong 4, guys, is equivalent siya sa 4 years na penalty ni A. So, 365 times 4, guys, is equal to 1,460. So, in 4 years, guys, merong penalty si X na 1,460 days. While yung 9 months naman, guys, is i-multiply natin siya sa 30 because 1 month would be equal to 30 days. So, 9 times 30, guys, dyan natin makukuha yung 270. So, itong 270, guys, ito yung 9 months na penalty ni A. Tapos, yung 10 days na kasali. So, ito lahat yung penalty ni A, guys. This one is 4 years, 9 months, and 10 days. So, ito yung equivalent nila sa days, which is equal to 1,740. So, bakit kailangan natin itong i-compute, guys? Kailangan natin i-compute to, it's because it says here that na dapat yung subsidiary imprisonment ni A, guys, hindi siya lalampas ng 1/3 sa term of sentence. So, ito yung term ng sentence niya, guys, which is 1,740. So, hahanapan naman natin kung ano yung 1/3 ng 1,740. So, i-divide natin itong 1,000 o 740 sa 3, guys, kasi hindi dapat lalampas sa 1/3, diba? So, ito yung magiging answer niya, which is 580. So, yung subsidiary imprisonment ni A, guys, dapat hindi lalampas sa 580. At yung fine niya, diba, is 4,000. Ito yung fine niya, diba? At i-divide natin itong 4,000, guys, sa 481. Itong 481 is ito yung highest minimum wage sa Philippines, guys, na nasa NCR, yung sinabi ko kanina. So, i-divide natin siya, guys. So, 4,000 divided by the highest minimum wage sa Philippines. So, equivalent to 8 days. So, meaning, guys, itong 4,000 ng fine niya, guys, kung hindi siya capable of paying this 4,000 na fine, it would be, makukonvert siya sa subsidiary penalty niya, guys. So, meaning, may imprison siya ng 8 days. And this 8 days, guys, is hindi naman siya dito below sa 580 days, which is itong 580 days, nag-represent ito na 1/3 na penalty dito ni A, diba? So, since hindi naman lalapas yung 8 sa 8 days dito sa 580, so okay ito na subsidiary penalty ni A. So, ito na yung magiging subsidiary penalty ni A, guys, which is less than dito sa 580 na 1/3 na imprisonment dun sa kanyang penalty talaga. So, yun yun. Ito ba yung rule number 1? So, yun na nga yung example sa rule number 1, guys. But, we must note that itong rule number 1, guys, applicable lang siya pag prison correctional, yung pinakamalaking penalty, which is 6 years, guys. And itong prison correctional, guys, yung maximum na fine niya would be 6,000. So, assuming na 6,000, guys, yung pinaka-bonggang-bonggang penalty niya, guys, and then we divide 6,000 to 481, which is our highest minimum wage rate, and then the answer for that would be 12.47 days. So, itong 12.47 days, guys, hindi na siya mag-i-exceed dun sa 1/3 na tinutukoy. Kasi, di ba, 12 days na siya, so hindi na siya parang i-exceed pa dun sa 1/3 kasi ang layo-layo. Di ba? Kung iisipin mo, guys, parang wala nang application itong 1/3 Ross Carrots na to kasi hindi naman talaga siya lalampas ng 1/3 kung i-compute mo. So, yun yun. So, for example, guys, itong 6,000 na fines na to, tapos i-divide mo siya sa 481, which is the highest minimum wage rate. Tapos, yung answer niya would be 12 days, tapos 0.47 days. Itong 0.47 days, guys, would be equivalent to 0. Because sa rule dito, guys, a fraction of a day is not counted against the prisoner. So, for example, 12.9, ganun. So, yung 0.9, guys, since hindi siya exactly 1, so, walang fraction. So, parang wala nang equivalent dun. So, parang 12 days na talaga yung subsidiary penalty niya. So, ganun. Tingnan nyo ba? Ay, my goodness. So, no subsidiary imprisonment if the fine is less than the highest minimum wage rate of the national capital region. So, di ba yung highest minimum wage rate is 481. So, kapag yung na-render ng court, guys, na fine sa'yo is 400 pesos lang, wala nang subsidiary penalty kasi, di ba, wala nga yung fraction of a day, hindi yun counted. So, since yung 1 day na stay niya sa kulungan, guys, would be less than dun sa fine niya. So, parang wala nang subsidiary imprisonment na magaganap doon. Now, let us go to rule number 2, guys, which is the paragraph 2. So, etong paragraph 2, guys, it talks about when the principal penalty imposed be only a fine. So, kapag fine lang yung na-impose na penalty, guys, dapat yung subsidiary penalty hindi siya mag-exceed ng 6 months kung grave or less grave felony yung nakumit ng crime, at dapat hindi siya ma-exceed ng 15 days kapag light felony lang yung na-apply. Actually, guys, kung iisipin mo, di ba, prison correctional would be the maximum penalty na pwedeng ma-apply lang dito sa provision na to, guys, di ba? At prison correctional has a maximum fine of 6,000. Yun yung sinasabi ko kanina. So, 6,000 which would be divided to 481, guys, would be 12 days point something. And that point something, guys, is hindi na yun. Maka-crash out na yun kasi walang fraction of a day na makukompute sa penalty sa subsidiary. So, it would only be 12 days. So, parang no application din yung rule na to, guys. Kasi sinasabi niya dapat hindi mag-exceed ng 6 months. Hindi naman talaga mag-exceed ng 6 months, guys, kasi yung pinaka-maximum lang na days ng subsidiary penalty sa prison correctional would be 12 days at hindi rin siya mag-i-exceed ng 15 days kasi nga yung maximum nga is 12 days lang. So parang itong rule number 2, guys, kagaya nung sa rule number 1 na hindi mag-exceed ng 1/3 Ross carrots, parang no application na kasi in the first place hindi naman talaga mag-i-exceed kasi 12 days lang yung maximum na subsidiary penalty. So yun. Now let's go to rule number 3. So eto namang rule number 3, guys, it states here na when the principal penalty imposed is higher than prison correctional, no subsidiary imprisonment shall be imposed upon the culprit. So, kapag yung penalty na na-render ng court, guys, is higher pa siya sa prison correctional, which is yung maximum niya ay 6 years lang, guys. So, walang subsidiary na penalty na may impose dito sa offender. So, the penalty that must be imposed, guys, para maka-claim ka ng subsidiary penalty or para maging applicable ka sa subsidiary penalty, it must be below prison correctional, which are prison correctional itself, arresto mayor, arresto menor, suspension, deschero, and a fine only. So, ito lang yung dapat na penalty na ma-render sa isang offender para maka-avail siya ng subsidiary penalty. So, hence, if the penalty imposed by the court is not one of them, subsidiary penalty cannot be imposed. Because according to paragraph 3, guys, of Article 39, there is no subsidiary penalty if the penalty imposed by court is prison mayor, prison reclusion temporal, or reclusion perpetual, because this penalty, guys, is higher than prison correctional. So, yung subsidiary penalty dito, guys, is hindi siya applicable. So, what about 6 years and 1 day, guys? Applicable pa ba yun? So, the answer would be no, guys, kasi again, yung maximum niya would dapat 6 years na kasi maximum ng prison correctional is 6 years. Kapag merong 1 day, guys, 6 years and 1 day, hindi rin prison correctional at nagiging prison mayor. So, prison mayor is higher than prison correctional. So, hindi na siya pwedeng mag-avail ng subsidiary penalty. Now, let's proceed to rule number 4 naman, guys, sa paragraph 4 sa Article 39, which states that If the principal penalty imposed is not to be executed by confinement in a penal institution, but such penalty is of fixed duration, the convict during the period of time established in the preceding rules shall continue to suffer the same deprivations as those of which the principal penalty consists.
So let's make this paragraph understandable guys kasi nahirapan ako intindihin to ng gong-gong-gong. Pero like na naman.
So, ibig sabihin ng paragraph na to guys, kapag yung principal penalty na na-impose guys is hindi siya imprisonment, which means na hindi siya involved sa pagkulong ng isang offender or accused sa isang penal institution. Ibig sabihin guys, yung penalty ng isang tao is hindi siya imprisonment sa jail, ganon. At kapag walang duration, walang subsidiary penalty dun guys. So for example, yung penalty ng censure, wala tong duration, wala siyang fixed duration guys. So meaning yung subsidiary penalties hindi siya applicable kasi dapat may fixed duration bago ka mag-impose ng subsidiary penalties.
So dito naman, kapag yung na-impose na penalties, hindi it does not include imprisonment sa penal institution, but it has a fixed duration, so mag-i-impose pa rin ng subsidiary penalty. At yung subsidiary penalty na i-impose guys, are those the same as those which is the principal penalty consists.
Ang ibig sabihin nito guys is for example, distiero yung penalty mo. Yung distiero na penalty guys, hindi ka naman may prison dun sa jail. Kasi yung distiero na penalty guys is parang nililimit lang niya yung freedom mo. It's not actually a deprivation of freedom itself. Parang nire-restrict lang yung freedom mo kapag distiero yung penalty na pinato sa iyo ng court. So for example, bawal kang lumapit sa tao na to for like 25 kilometers sa kanyang place or sa kanyang location. So yun yung distiero. So kapag distiero yung na-apply sa'yo na penalty guys, diba hindi naman yung punishment inside a penal institution. So hindi ka makukulong. So ito yung ibig sabihin nito. So since hindi ka makukulong guys, tapos yung distiero is meron siyang fixed na date. For example, distiero, yung ano mo is dapat hindi ka lumapit sa kanya for specific days. Like example, dapat hindi ka lumapit sa kanya ng good for 1 week, ganun. Pag may fixed na date guys, yung subsidiary penalty is dapat the same din dun sa principal penalty. And since yung principal penalty guys is distiero, yung subsidiary penalty guys would also be distiero.
Diba dito is kapag nakulong ka, yung subsidiary penalty mo is pagkulong din kasi yun yung principal na penalty.
Dito naman guys, kapag distiero, kapag hindi siya nag-involve ng penal institution of punishment or deprivation of liberty such as distiero, so yung subsidiary penalty mo rin guys would also be converted into distiero.
Ito yung ibig sabihin ng paragraph 4. I hope na naintindihan nito guys kasi bonggang-bongga yung pag-intindi ko nito.
Now let's go to the last paragraph under Article 39 which states that subsidiary personal liability which the convict may suffer by reason of his insolvency shall not relieve him from the fine in case his financial circumstances should improve as amended by RA numbers 10159 and 5465.
So dito guys, ang ibig sabihin lang naman ng paragraph na to is hindi ibig sabihin na kapag na-imprison na yung tao guys or kapag nakapag-serve na siya ng kanyang subsidiary penalty is because of his insolvency. Insolvency means hindi siya capable of paying such fine, ganon.
Dahil nakapag-serve na siya ng kanyang subsidiary penalty kasi wala siyang pangbayad ng fine niya, hindi ibig sabihin nun guys na hindi na siya magbabayad ng fine niya kapag meron na siyang pera or kapag gumaan na yung buhay nila. So, ganon. So, before guys, bago ko na-amend itong provision na to is kapag yung convict is nag-suffer na siya or nag-serve na siya ng kanyang subsidiary penalty, he would be forever relieved from paying a fine. But this one guys, the last paragraph, na-amend siya.
And then, hindi ibig sabihin na kapag nakapag-serve ka na ng subsidiary penalty, hindi ka na pwede magbayad ng fine.
So kapag gumaan na yung buhay mo guys at may pera ka na, so magbabayad ka pa rin ng fine kahit na imprison ka na due to subsidiary penalty or due to insolvency during that time na na-render sa'yo ng judgments.
Para siyang parang not logical kasi nga nakulong ka it's because wala kang pambayad. Tapos yun yung kaparusahan mo instead of magbayad ka pa. Tapos pagka may pera ka magbabayad ka ulit, di ba parang double-double na? So para siyang
Judge Abudiente kasi sabi niya doon parang magiging double jeopardy na kasi di ba nag-serve ka na ng sentence mo in lieu of paying the fine kasi hindi mo nga afford tapos pag magkapera ka magbabayad ka na naman ulit so para siyang double jeopardy so parang gano'n. So no subsidiary penalty in the following cases. So for summary guys, walang subsidiary penalty sa mga cases na to. Number 1, when penalty imposed is higher than prison correctional. So kapag yung penalty na na-impose sa'yo ng court guys is higher than prison correctional, so hindi mapapatay yung subsidiary penalty. Second one is for failure to pay for reparation of damage caused, indemnification of the consequential damage, and the cost of proceedings. Dito guys, kapag you're not capable of paying pecuniary liabilities such as reparation of damage caused, yung indemnification of consequential damage, at yung cost of proceedings, walang subsidiary penalty nito guys kasi yung number 3 lang sa pecuniary liabilities yung mayroong subsidiary penalty which is the fine. So hindi applicable yung subsidiary penalty doon sa tatlong yun sa pecuniary liabilities. And then the last one, when the penalty imposed is fine and the penalty not to be executed by confinement in a penal institution and which has no fixed duration. So kapag yung penalty na na-impose guys does not involve like deprivation of freedom doon talaga sa penal institution, meaning kapag hindi ka talaga nakulong, tapos walang fixed duration, so hindi pwede mag-impose ng subsidiary penalty kasi dapat merong duration na babasihan. So subsidiary imprisonment under special laws. The provisions of subsidiary imprisonment can be applied supplementary to special laws pursuant to Article 10, which provides that offenses not subject to the provisions of this code, which are or in the future may be punishable under special laws, are not subject to the provisions of this code. This code shall supplementary to such laws unless the latter should specially provide the contrary. Thus, unless the special law provides that subsidiary imprisonment shall not be imposed, subsidiary imprisonment can be imposed for violation of special laws. So, ang ibig sabihin nito guys, sa ating mga special laws, itong subsidiary imprisonment is pwede siyang maging supplementary. So, meaning, pwede siyang maging applicable para sa special law unless expressly talaga nag-state yung special law na walang subsidiary penalty na applicable sa laws na to, ganun-ganun. So, hindi na applicable yung subsidiary penalty. By the way, no subsidiary imprisonment for non-payment of income tax. So, wala pong subsidiary penalties kapag wala kang pambayad ng income tax. As the Internal Revenue Code fails to provide for the collection of the income tax in criminal proceedings, conviction for failure or neglect to pay such tax does not include payment of indemnity to the state in the amount of a tax not paid, nor can subsidiary imprisonment be imposed in case of insolvency. This is cited in the case of People versus Arnold.
So kapag hindi ka capable of paying tax guys, walang subsidiary penalty doon.
I think this ends my video guys. Again, this is Article 39 of RTC which talks about subsidiary penalty.
So I hope you learned something from this video guys. Medyo na-struggle ako sa pag-explain ng mga provision or paragraph under this provision guys. Medyo hirap yung i-understand, di ba?
I hope na naintindihan niyo yung explanation ko guys because I did my best para ma-explain yung provision na to guys. Hirap nitong intindihin, promise. So thank you so much for watching guys. I really hope na meron kayong natutunan sa video na to. Please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye!